and this is never okay.
Well, he got stomped out by.
Yeah, well, I mean,
everybody just charged the ring.
Yeah,
that was
just nuts. And then they pull Bret Hart just kind of squeezes out, and he's all right. And then they're still just
like
wailing on him.
Yeah, good.
So hopefully, but that was a really awkward thing, because that's if you watch the broadcasting on the WWE network, you just see Bret Hart like kind of grin, and then you just see him getting tackled, but then they turn to black.
Right?
Yeah, they turn black. I saw the whole thing during just the fan videos that they have right now, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Cool. I have a few pieces.
Oh yeah.
So we got a new animated Addams Family trailer this week, and it looks promising. The cast includes Charlize Theron, Oscar Isaac, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Bette Midler.
Wow, that's a pretty good cast.
And it's coming this Halloween, October 11th.
I haven't seen the trailer.
Heard about it.
I saw the news.
I heard about it, but I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
It looks like Hotel
Transylvania-ish
style. Yeah, what a crazy cast. There's even more people that I didn't even mention.
That's cool.
So, yeah. Holy shit. Moving on. Mortal Kombat's Katana is now confirmed for 11.
Nice.
You can look out for her character reveal trailer now.
Already out, okay.
Yeah, it's already out. So, Katana.
And then this coming, they're almost releasing the game, and
it's next week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it next week or next month?
No, it's this month.
So yeah, like 20 something.
Yeah. Also, Beetlejuice 2 is likely not going to happen.
Oh, what?
It was shelved, I guess.
Was
because was it Michael Keaton?
Yeah, was he going to come back?
That's the thing, is him and Winona Ryder and Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, all of them have expressed
interest.
Yeah, in coming back at different times, and there was supposedly a script that was ready, and they just never gave us any kind of updates. And then Dumbo came out, which stars Michael Keaton, directed by Tim Burton.
Yeah.
And now Tim Burton just came out, I think it was for Entertainment Weekly or something like that, where he said that he has no idea what's going on with it, and it's probably never going to happen.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Beetlejuice 2, I don't think...
Don't look forward to it.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. I guess many people have been asking about Brie Larson's change in appearance for the recent trailer for Endgame. Because she looks different there as opposed to the Captain Marvel origins story. And that's because she shot all her Endgame stuff first.
Oh, okay.
Instead of shooting Captain Marvel first?
Yeah, so Captain Marvel came second. Her movie actually came second. She actually wrapped filming Endgame first. So
yeah, that's right. They filmed Infinity War and Endgame together within like a 2-year period or something.
So that's why her hair and makeup looks different, because she was kind of still trying to discover the character. I guess it went kind of backwards, so I thought you would think that was interesting.
That is pretty interesting. I totally forgot that.
Yeah, so makes it different because, like, isn't this Captain Marvel shot in the 80s or something like that?
90s.
90s, so it's a huge leap, and so it's a good. I mean, personally, I think it's good because nobody stays the same fucking way for fucking
continuity-wise. It'll look better.
Yeah,
I think not so on the nose, which is pretty cool. And that's the end of my news, guys.
Man, that's crazy though. That was cool. Good news.
Thank you.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
James, anything?
Yeah, I got 2. So my first one, in honor of Karate Kid, I'm gonna recommend Kung Fu Hustle.
Ooh.
That was a really fun movie that I saw actually on a bootleg DVD from my aunt's house. I thought that was pretty. It was a pretty fucking hilarious movie, very entertaining. If you like, I guess, over the top karate movies, definitely watch this. It is loads of fun, and you're gonna be entertained the whole way through. I don't think it's streaming on anything right now, but I'm pretty sure you can rent it for like $2 or $3. Yeah, so that was it. And my next one is it's on Netflix right now. It's called Social Animals, and it basically follows these 3 young people around, basically showing the positives and negatives of social media. And one of them is like an urban explorer, and he kind of gets famous from taking all these pictures. And another one of the other kids is basically some like 15-year-old girl who is super rich, and she posts all this stuff, and then she's trying to be a model. And then there's also the weird thing with like super old guys DMing her like, oh, send nudes, like, and then it's like this girl's like 15 years old.
Holy
like
fuck.
What are you doing? And then there's another one who basically went down a huge dark spiral of social media, and almost ends up taking your life from basically cyberbullying, I guess. But it's a really interesting thing, kind of the side effects of social media and what kids go through now. Luckily, I wasn't really in that, like how kids are now. But
I think it's something about, because we kind of grew up during almost the internet era. It was like barely starting.
Yeah, it was the beginning of what's out now.
And I know we got exposed to Friendster, to fucking AOL Messenger, MSN Messenger, and so I think I feel it's a little bit more controlled social media now than it was back then, because it was a lot more wild west out there.
Yeah.
So now you could tell, you could still get catfish, but I don't know what the fuck. But
I feel like that was less common.
Yeah.
You could get trolled and not think anything of it back then.
Because it was just like, God, this bitch is like 3,000 miles away. He's not gonna fucking do anything.
Yeah.
But then now it's like, oh, you could tell where the city he's in, or what's going on, and we kind of, and then we're kind of independent at that point. We're just not. We didn't know where this MySpace or anything like that and was gonna go, But now it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all this shit. This is a clusterfuck.
Yeah. But definitely check that out. It was really interesting documentary.
I want to go check it out.
Yeah, it's I think it's like an hour and a half long. It's a really fun journey to see these kids kind of either get famous or get super depressed and get crazy.
Social animals.
Yeah, it's a fun time. That's it. There's my 2.
I actually just have one today.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that has a lot of wreck. But I'm glad to announce that Viceland picked up a mini series called Dark Side of the Ring. It details, it follows the life of pro wrestlers from back in the day, and they just dropped the episode last week from this wrestler called Bruiser Brody, who was viciously murdered in Puerto Rico, and it details his murder, his life, his everything, and how that case was handled in Puerto Rico, and how nobody in Puerto Rico actually got prosecuted. And I think they're gonna do a Bret Hart, a Randy Savage, a bunch of different wrestlers, and it was really interesting because for me it was I didn't understand why why this wrestler got killed, and I've watched his stuff all the time. And I mean, I'm 30 years old, but I still go back into the archives and still watch old school wrestling, just to understand what the psychology was back then, and how people were very overprotective of their character. It's not like today where they're so kind on social media or kind of an asshole, and they're baby faces, which is like a good guy on TV. But it actually shows all this stuff, and it's if you guys don't get Viceland, don't worry about it. I think they're uploading them on YouTube as well, the episodes. So even if you don't get Viceland, you could go and see it on YouTube and check that out. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting series. It's a dark series. It's narrated by legendary hardcore legend Mick Foley, who and her daughter is actually a producer in this series.
Oh wow!
So check it out, man. It was really well produced. I love it.
Viceland comes out with some good stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of good series.
Yeah, I loved. What's that?
You see the dark web one?
Yeah, the dark web. Yeah, that one. And I know they came out with a. It's called Fashion Week on YouTube. That's before they got their actual network going or actually anything. And those miniseries were fucking amazing because it makes you look at the dark side of the fashion industry.
Yeah,
and how so much shit goes into it. But definitely go check that out. Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh yeah.
Nice. It's on Viceland, right?
It's on Viceland and also YouTube.
Very nice. I'll hope you check that out. So, was it last week? Last Friday we got the Pet Sematary premiere.
Did you go see it?
I went to see it Thursday night.
Oh, midnight hour. Midnight hour. Ooh.
And despite all the negative stuff that I seem to be hearing about it, I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Stephen King and the original film, and I thought this was super intense. They build, like, there's so much dread and weird stuff going on throughout. It kind of carries the same story, till about halfway through, and then you notice things. I can't really say much without spoiling anything. I know people listen to this, so I'm not going to spoil it since it's so new. But yeah, there's a lot of things that they change from the original that I was really on board with. I loved all the performances. I loved Zelda's character, for anybody who knows what I'm talking about. It was amazing. There's a lot of creepy stuff, including Church the Cat was awesome. As an actor, he was amazing. I don't know how people are hating on this so hard. I know of course it's a remake. You should never take a remake and kind of compare it to its predecessor, because that's not the point of them. But with that being said, I think that this movie carries its own weight. It's got a little something for everyone. There's a bunch of... It's well acted, it's well shot. The only negative really that I could talk about would be some CGI.
Okay.
And it's not with any of the kills or anything, but just there's a few things that happen that just could have looked a little bit better. But with, it was good. And I put, on my notes, I put 4 meows out of 5.
Nice.
It's a good fucking movie. So go see it. It's got a Starcrawler cover of Pet Sematary.
Nice. Nice.
Oh yeah.
I don't wanna be buried. Yeah, it's a good movie. And then so I have another one, which is I watched this on Prime the other night. I was talking about it with Diego Los Punks,
Oh yeah.
which is a documentary that explores the punk scene of East LA. And it's from 2017. It's available on Amazon Prime right now. I stumbled upon it. I watched it